Gun Manifesto, Society for Cutting Up Men, by Valerie C. Life in society being, at best, an utter bore, and no aspect of society being at all relevant to women, there remains to civic-minded, responsible, thrill-seeking females only to overthrow the government, eliminate the money system, and institute complete automation of it, and destroy the male sex. It is now technically possible to reproduce without the aid of males, or for that matter, females, and to produce only females. Thus we can immediately deduce male is a biological accident. The Y male gene is an incomplete X female gene, that is, has an incomplete set of chromosomes. In other words, the male is an incomplete female, a walking abortion, aborted at the gene stage. To be male is to be deficit, emotionally limited. Maleness is a deficiency disease, and males are emotional cripples. The male is completely egocentric, trapped inside himself, incapable of empathizing or identifying with others, of love, friendship, affection, or tenderness. He is completely isolated, incapable of reflecting. His responses are entirely visceral, not subtle. His intelligence is a mere tool in the service of his drives and needs. He is incapable of mental passion, mental interaction. He cannot relate to anything other than his own physical sensations. He is half dead, unresponsive, plump, incapable of giving or receiving pleasure or happiness. Consequently, he is best an utter bore, an inoffensive blob, since only those capable of absorption and others can be charmed. He is trapped in his twilight zone halfway between humans and apes, and is far more soft than the apes, as unlike the apes, is capable of negative feelings: hate, jealousy, contempt, disgust, guilt, shame, doubt, moreover, he is aware of feelings. Although completely physical, the male is unfit for even study of space. Even a seeming mechanical propensity which human have, he is, first of all, incapable of zestfully, lustfully tearing off things, but is instead eaten up with guilt, shame, fear, and insecurity, feeling rooted up in male nature, which is the most enlightened training can minimize. Second, the physical feeling he attains is next to nothing. Third, he is not emphasizing with his partner, but is obsessed with how he's doing, turning into an A performance, doing a good plummet. To call a man an animal is to flatter him. He's a machine, a walking dildo. It's often said that men use women. Use them for what? Surely not pleasure. Eaten up with guilt, shame, fears, and insecurities if he's lucky, a barely perceptible physical feeling. The male is nonetheless obsessed with spirit. He'll swim in a river of snot, wade nostril deep to a mile of vomit, if he thinks he'll be a friendly pussy waiting. He'll screw a woman he despises, any snaggletooth hag, and furthermore, pay for it too. Why? Relieving physical tension isn't the answer, as masturbation suffices for that. It's not his ego satisfaction that doesn't explain screwing corpses and babies. Completely egocentric, unable to relate, emphasize, or identify, and filled with a vast, persuasive, diffuse sexuality, the male is physically passive. He hates his passivity, so he projects it onto women. He finds the male as active, and then gets his cock chopped. Then he achieves conscious diffuse sexual feeling from being a woman. Screwing is, for a man, defense against his desire to be free. Sex itself is self-elimination. The male, because of his oppression, to compensate for not being female, combined with his inability to relate and to feel compassion. He has made the world a shit pile. He is responsible for war. The male's normal method of compensation for not being female, namely getting his big guns off, are grossly inadequate.
Will fucking end this race.
Inadequate.
They will fucking
As he can
end
get it
this
off
human race.
only a very limited
if
number
we don't
of
start
times,
holding them
so he has to get it off in a really massive scale, and proves to the entire world that he is a man.
Women who choose assholes,
since he has no compassion or ability to
women who choose assholes
to emphasize or identify, proving his manhood is worth an endless number of lives, including his own life being worthless.
All the
He would rather
cold-hearted
go out
jerks
in a blaze of
who run
glory
the world
than plod grimly
came out of the vaginas of women who married assholes.
Niceness, politeness, and dignity.
And I don't know how to make
Every
the world
man,
a better place
deep
without
down,
holding
knows
women
he's a worthless
accountable
piece of shit.
for choosing
Overwhelmed by
assholes.
the
Your
sense of
dad
animalism and
was an
deeply
asshole
ashamed of it, learning
because
not to
your
express
mother
himself,
chose him.
to hide from others his total
Because it
physicality,
works on so many women.
egocentricity, the hate
Listen
of
to how
men,
he said-
Asshole wasn't a great
hate and
reproductive
contempt he
strategy,
feels for
it
other
would have been
men.
gone long ago.
hide
Women
himself
keep that
from
black
himself, the hate and
bastard
contempt he
flame
suspects
alive.
from other
They
men.
cup their hands around it. They protect it with their bodies. They keep the evil of the species going by continually choosing these guys. If being an asshole didn't get women, there would be no assholes left. If women chose nice guys over assholes, we would have a glorious and peaceful world in one generation. Women determine the personality traits of the men because women choose who to have sex with, and who to have children with, and who to expose those children to. I get that you're angry at your dad, and you have every reason to be angry at your dad. Your dad is who he is fundamentally because your mother was willing to fuck him and have you. Willing and eager to fuck the monster. Stop fucking monstrous, we get a great world. Keep fucking monstrous, we get catastrophes. We get war, we get nuclear weapons, we get national debts, we get incarcerations and prison guards and all the other florid assholes who rule the world. Women worship at the feet of the devil and wonder why the world is evil. And then, you know what they say? We're victims.